Good morning, guys. I am Samuel and welcome back to Louisiana. I am so excited for today. It looks a little overcast. And cloudy here in Louisiana, but not for long because I'm going to Texas to my favorite skate park in the world, Dodson Action Complex, to ride BMX. I cannot wait. And actually, interesting thing, Monster Energy just announced their BMX Recon Tour, and it's going to be at 3 skate parks. And the first skate park is actually this one that I'm going to today. That event's happening next weekend, and their third stop is at Pat Casey's Dream Yard. So it blew my mind that this skate park is up on that level, and that's got me even more excited to ride. So I've got to feed my cat Darby. We're grabbing the bike and going to ride. This is going to be a blast. We're pulling over at IHOP to do a driver swap. All the wraps. And we've now made it to my favorite skate park in the world. I'm about to change my shirt, get my helmet on, and we're going to go ride. Let's go hit the ramps. Oh yeah. We just turned up to Dodson Action Sports Complex. This is my favorite spot to ride my bike. And I just did kind of a scary trick for me at 270 in. This is the biggest quarter pipe I've ever done one in on. But now, this quarter pipe is perfect for doing a little Smith peg chink drop in. I love that trick. Let's do it right now. So I've been riding a little bit. I'm pretty warmed up, and I'm gonna pull out a new trick that I actually just learned this week. I've been learning to bar expand for the past couple months, and I just felt confident enough to start throwing them in the air. So I'm gonna air this quarter pipe, see if I can get a bar air on this. And if I can, then we're gonna go on to some more fun stuff. So last time I was here, I was riding this big vert wall. I was trying to see how high I can go. I'm gonna give it another shot. If you see this little blue sticker, I'm gonna see if I can get my wheels higher than that blue sticker. Wow, fight for it. Let me go again. Yes! That was clean. Yeah, that 360 off this half pipe is the biggest flat drop 3 I've ever done. That felt so good on this bike. I've never done one like that. So that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna do a little tiny bar air in here and then maybe a toe tap or something on the other lip. I'm really loving riding this half pipe. I don't have one at home and they're super fun to ride, especially with those tech tricks. So I've still been messing around with this little half pipe, and you saw me do a little Smith chink drop in first, but now I'm gonna try to do a Smith like peg stall before I drop in. I haven't been able to do it on my quarter pipe at home. It's just way too vertical, way too tall, but I think this right here is the perfect setup. I've never tried it. So I'm getting a little worn out. I've done some really fun tricks today, stuff I actually haven't done before. But now I want to do some air tricks. So I'm gonna go over to this little, one of these quarters over on this other side. We're gonna mess around with some air tricks. Need to get some big tables and toboggans, stuff like that I'm pretty good at. I've had a blast on this half pipe. I love riding half pipe. And this one right here is just a perfect size. So I just did a little rear tire slap on the coping of that quarter over there. There's this little tiny quarter right here. I'm gonna do a little stall and then a spin back in on it. Then I might do some air tricks on this quarter on this extension. That might wrap up my session. It's getting a little dark. The street lights do come on tonight and they're open till 11, so I could catch a night session. I can do that. Yes! Oh! Yo! That's my first 540 I've ever not done at home. Oh my goodness, guys, I have never done a 540 anywhere other than my 8-foot ramp at home, and I was just playing around on this quarter pipe. I was gonna do a 3 to fake it, and it's like, no, let me just see if I can pull for a 540, and it worked. I'm so glad I didn't crash on that. 540 crashes usually end up being pretty gnarly, but I landed that one. I kind of want to call that the session ender, but I'm still feeling good, so we're gonna keep riding. And I need to actually get some air tricks done on this, like I've been saying I was gonna do for a while, but that is such a stress reliever, and I can finally knock off a 540 in a skate park. That's a little mind-blowing to me. I was not even thinking about attempting that trick tonight. It was in my head, but I almost talked myself out of it. I'm gonna do an X-up air out of this quarter. I rarely do that trick, but I need to get better. Let's give it a shot. I say that every time I talk about doing X-ups in a video. I'm like, I want to get like double. Double fast plant. Oh, I've never done that. We need to get a better clip of that because that one's hilarious. That's a double fast plant. So you take both your feet off, both feet on the quarter, and both feet back on the bike. Pretty crazy, but kind of fun. So this quarter isn't quite as steep at the top as the other quarter on the other side is. And I think it's gonna ride really similar to my one at home. And my favorite trick to do on my quarter at home is a big table air. So I'm gonna try to slap in a big table air on this one, see how good it looks. No, mess around some more. Since I've got a front peg on, I'm gonna do a little grind on this box. This box is actually kind of tall. If you look at it, it's over wheel height. So it's a pretty good little hop to get up there, but that makes it more fun. Let's do a Smith on it. I'm about to head on my way out of the skate park. Before I leave, I'm gonna get a couple tricks done. I'm gonna do a 360 off this bank down into here. It's gonna be tight, but it should be fun. And then I'm gonna try to bar spin up, toboggan off the other side. We're done. Well, our ride's over here at Dodson Action Sports Park, and this was a blast. I did a lot of new stuff I've never ever done before. I did my first 270 out of a quarter to 270 back in, and I did my first ever 540 at a skate park that wasn't at my house. That was terrifying. Probably the scariest thing I'm gonna do all month. I also did my first ever bar airs in a skate park, so this has been a blast. I did some awesome BMX riding. I had a ton of fun, and now it's time to leave here and get on with the rest of our night. So I actually haven't got anywhere to sleep tonight, and I kind of rather not have to sleep underneath one of the quarter pipes at the skate park. I'm gonna check out this Fairfield Inn. It's gonna be my third one. I've been at one in California, one in Arkansas, and now maybe one in Texas if they've got a room for me. We made it in with a little carpeted elevator, some lights in the ceiling. They had some complimentary water with lemons in it. I stuck down a couple glasses of that. And I think we should have a room in here if the key works. Maybe the key won't work. I think I spoke our problem into existence. So editing Samuel here, I feel like I do need to clarify what happened. Our key to our hotel room actually did not work, and it's the only time I've ever had a hotel room key not work, and it was the one time I had just filmed that clip saying, wow, I hope our hotel room key works, and it didn't. I didn't really explain in the clip because I was kind of concerned about getting in my room, so I kind of forgot to film, but that's what happened. Let's get on with the video. I'm still absolutely buzzing from pulling a 540 in a skate park. That was a big adrenaline spike, and my heart rate's still kind of coming down from that. And we got checked into our hotel room, so now we're gonna get some dinner here at Papacita's Mexican restaurant. We're gonna check out what Longview has to offer as far as Mexican food. This is Mother's Day weekend. We'll see if we get in. Can I get a table for two? I don't even have to wait. This is our dojo. So I've got a sandwich, and I've also got some of the curliest curly fries I think I've ever seen. These are full-on springs, but they're pretty good. So this skate park supposedly stays open until 11. I'm assuming they have street lights that light up, and we're gonna go back and see just how crazy it is on Saturday night. I'm gonna do a little night riding and see what that's like. The ramps actually look so cool under the streetlights. I've never seen this. The good news is, last time I was here, I had my rear wheel blow up, and I've got a new rear tire on there and a new tube that should be rated for way higher pressures, and I haven't had that happen all day. So hopefully we can ride tonight and still avoid that, and my bike should be good to go. So I'm gonna do a little bit more chill riding than I was doing earlier today. Finish the day off. All right, first trick after dinner, let's see if I can do a bar spin to half cab. So there's this big quarter right here. It's really lofty if you fly out of it. So I'm gonna do a big toboggan. So this quarter sticks out a good little bit from this box. So I'm gonna jump from this quarter up to here. Oh, I overcleared that a lot. That's kind of cool. Ten minutes on the clock. I'm gonna see if I can land a 180 bar spin to half cab back in on this little box in that time. I would love to do this. It's almost a dream trick. We're gonna fight for it. Hopefully I don't waste too much time, but here we go. If I barely have my knees bent, the bar hits my knee pad when I throw it. I'm getting so close that what makes it frustrating. Oh. This is the actual behind the scenes of BMX riding. There's so many tries to go into tricks, and there's so little precise things that can go wrong. Oh. Oh, manual back in. Woo. My pedals are starting to get a little slippery with the sweat. No, that could have been the one. Oh. Yeah! With the crash at the end. Best clip ever. Oh, that was awesome. And we did it in under 10 minutes. That might be the pinnacle of today. Timer, stop. We did that in 10 minutes. I was on the verge of giving up. Ramp is soaked in sweat, shirt soaked in sweat. I cannot believe I just landed that. That's almost a dream trick. At 9:30 at night, I should be in bed. I'm out here doing tricks. You will land it when you do not expect it. I cannot believe that half cab came together. And the crash at the end, that just spice on the top, guys. Well, that's gonna end today off. That was a lot of bike riding and a lot of first tricks that I've either never done before or never done in a skate park before, so that felt pretty incredible to get them checked off. 540 was the big adrenaline rush, and I had to really fight for the half cab bar, but that was the first one I've ever done. So today has been pretty incredible, and I'm so glad we got to escape the rain in Louisiana, get some nice weather and some good cloudy skies with a great temperature to ride here in Texas. So that's gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your grandmother, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.